Good morning and happy Friday. It is Friday, y'all. We have made it to the end of the week. Get excited. It is Friday. The weekend is nigh. The weekend is here and it's upon us. It's Labor Day weekend, so I'm sure a lot of you guys got 3-day weekends. You're off Monday. Unfortunately, I'm not off on Monday night. I gotta go to work. So Labor Day is just another day for me. So I just left my session with my trainer. Tasha, good morning. Salute. Good morning. Good morning. So I just left my session with my trainer. I missed Wednesday because my kids had a doctor's appointment, but I still stay consistent with my eating. I got my steps in, so yeah, I'm still holding myself accountable, and I'm getting the work done, I'm putting in the work. Of course, you guys can hear the horns from the trains, and as you can see, I am in another location. This time I am at Tom Lee Park, the new and improved Tom Lee Park in downtown Memphis on Riverside Drive. And this park, just like Harbor Town, is right alongside the Mississippi River. So what's a wedgie? Someone said you're going to get a wedgie. Ugh. My best advice, don't stand up. Don't stand up. Keep sitting. Or don't wear no underwear altogether. That'll prevent that as well. So, good luck to you. Good luck to you. Tap 87, I am great. How about you? Happy Friday to you. Oh, you're from Memphis, Tasha? That's what's up. Yeah, I never get a chance to come down here to Tom Lee Park because every time I do come, it's always like some type of construction, some type of renovations, whatever it is they got going on. You working, Tap? Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So this is my first time actually. Oh, you're in Jackson. Okay, you're just an hour away. You're my neighbor. Hello, neighbor. But yeah, so this is my first time actually here in the new and improved Tom Lee Park. And I can definitely say a lot of stuff has changed. A lot of stuff has changed. Ego, salute. What content do? I do a variety of content. I do cooking, I do comedy, I do makeup, fitness, obviously. Pretty much now I'm picking up on doing lives a little more. So it's pretty much a bit, quite a bit. It's a variety. If you check out my bio, it'll say, I'm a Jacqueline of all trades. So what's the OnlyFans? I don't have any fans, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have any fans, so I would not know. So I can't help you with that. They got a basketball court down here. I mean, a lot has changed down here. So much has changed. Now, I remember coming down here and It was just straight up green all the way around. But they've installed a basketball court, extra playgrounds, all of that. Are you taking a walk? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Man needs to get on it. It's a $1 billion business. No thanks. All money ain't good money, and I value my integrity a lot more. Am I still saving for the sex change? No, I am not. Because even if I change to be a man is still gonna want me. So I might as well just be satisfied with what God gave me. Okay. So yeah. There's your answer to that. Cream, hey big sis. If I offered you money to create an OnlyFans, would you accept? Let's see. If you offered me to create an OnlyFans, it depends. But it may not be the content you want to see. So, buyer beware. Most women aren't even women, to be honest. True that. Just like most men aren't even men. So, you pay me not to create an OnlyFans? Go ahead. The Cash App is $ the Lady Beast. Hit that Cash App. Go on ahead and pay me. Show me the money. Show me the money. It wouldn't be anything too explicit, just you playing with poop and pee. Ew. I will not do that. I will not do that. However, I would probably make some chocolate fudge frosting and swirl it up to make it look like poop, and make some very yellow Kool-Aid and put it in a spray bottle. How much? 200. Holla at your girl. And US dollars. Not none of that foreign shit that don't amount to nothing. It's a surprising amount of money in my OnlyFans. I just want to feature you in it. Nah. Can't do it, fam. Can't do it, fam. You can't do 200 for fake poop, but you have paid $12K per poopy play vid. Ooh, child. More power to you. I don't want to play in E. coli. No thanks. Real poop, nah. Can't do it, fam. Let me show y'all something real quick. So, this is the monument of Tom Lee. Back in 1925, Tom Lee steered his 28 skiff Zev upriver after delivering an official to Helena. Also on the river was a steamboat carrying members of Engineers Club of Memphis. And long story short, the boat capsized, and Tom Lee, this gentleman right here, rescued 32 people with 5 trips to shore. Unfortunately, 23 people did not make it, but this park is named after him because he saved all of those people in the Mississippi River. I have to say, I am very happy that they changed this, because at first the title said a worthy Negro, and I was like, bruh, why did it have to say a worthy Negro? You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Tom Lee, yeah, he's a black man, saved all them white peoples. Yeah. So he rescued 32 people with 5 trips to shore. Um, and continued to search after night fell. So yeah. So it says he received many honors and awards in 1954. This park was renamed and an obelisk was erected in his memory. So yeah. So this park was named after him. And since I am out this way, I am going to show you guys my view of the river. So on this side, that is the new bridge. It's in my thumbnail. That's the Hernando de Soto Bridge, but we call it the new bridge. And then when you go over here, you have this bridge here. We call it the old bridge. Both bridges go to and fro from Tennessee to Arkansas. And I'm going to show you guys what this park looks like. I mean, I know they've spent I know millions and millions of dollars on renovating this park, and Memphis in May events was actually hosted here in this park. We had the barbecue fest, we had the sunset. Hello. Some little insect like flew on my phone, landed on my finger. But yeah, we've hosted Memphis in May here. We had the barbecue fest, the Beale Street Music Festival, the Sunset Symphony here. And I think that the events stopped coming down here, and they were they're at Liberty Bowl now. If you can see, I wonder if I can zoom on this phone. Let me see. Am I able to zoom? Yes, I can. That is the pyramid. It's Bass Pro Shops now, but that is the pyramid. And before that became Bass Pro Shops, it was actually a sports arena. We've hosted, they've had concerts in the pyramid. University of Memphis Tigers games were there. WWE, or back then WWF, all types of events and concerts was at that venue, and in the pyramid. And back in the late 90s, don't get me to lying to you, Memphis acquired the Washington Grizzlies, which is now the Memphis Grizzlies. And FedEx, which is my current employer now, back then I was way too young to be employed there, spent all of this money and built the FedEx Forum. And that's where the Grizzlies play, concerts, WWE, all of those events are now held at that venue. And the pyramid for a long time sat empty. And there were a lot of ideals for that building. One was like an indoor amusement park, just like the Mall of America. And I know I personally was extremely geeked. I was like, I would love for us to have an indoor amusement park, because they had got rid of Liberty Land and there's nothing else for us to do anymore. And right here, this is the basketball goal. They just built this. This is so cool. Got the basketball goal. And check out these wooden benches. Oh my good. What is that country? I am in the United States of America. They got a pickleball court right here. Look at these benches though. You can chill on this bench, sit on this bench and scoot all the way back, and boom, you can sit here and look at that river. Just like that. That is so cool. And just like at Shelby Farms, this got, I think that's like a swing as well. Here in Tom Lee Park. If you look all the way over there, that is the park for the kids. Got these long slides and things like that. This is so cool. And I think over there is like a bistro or something like that. And do I want to walk up Beale Street Landing? Ooh wee. I don't think I want to walk up Beale Street Landing, because that is a steep incline. But check it out though. We got a real good, yes, this is a river. The Mississippi River, big sis, goes all the way from Michigan, I want to say, through Louisiana. So on the map of the United States, MIMAL, so it's Michigan, Iowa, Minnesota, Arkansas, and Louisiana. That's where the river flows through. And of course Tennessee, it's in between Tennessee and Arkansas. So yeah, this is the Mississippi River. Yep. So if I wanted to, I'm not sure which route it would go, but if I go across that bridge, I would drive maybe 2.5 hours, and go holler at Broadway and Duck. Hi, Prudence. But yeah, but that is our new bridge. And at night, it illuminates and it displays all of these beautiful colors. Sometimes they have themes. There's a little speedboat right there going now. But yeah, I remember during Pride Month, the bridge was rainbow color. One time the bridge was yellow and blue for Sigma Gamma Rho. Oh, when Kobe Bryant passed, it was purple and gold. This bridge was purple and gold in honor of Kobe Bryant. And down here as well, they also host a fireworks show down here too. So the bridge is like red, white, and blue. All of these wonderful colors. So you got these little table of contents right here that shows you everything in the Tom Lee Park. So I am obviously right here. I say you are here. So obviously I'm right there. And Beale Street Landing, I guess I'll go. Ooh wee. Jesus, fix it. Fix it, Jesus. And check out all these condos. All of these condos. Hi, Von Sheila. All of these condos with people with money. With people with money sit here and have a view of the river while they eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner and engage in a little bedroom activities. I want to say one of these houses belonged to Sybil Shepherd. She's an actress of the series Sybil. So is the park new? Or was it, no, it's the same park. They just remade it. They renovated it. Because a long time ago, none of this was there. It was just straight up grass. But they done added Beale Street Landing. They done added the playground, the pickleball courts, the basketball courts. So they added a lot of stuff. So much has changed. And I know the very last time I was here, I know my little ones were little ones. Well, littler ones, they still little. But and I took them over here to this to the kids park. So that was the last time I came down here. On this side anyway. What's up, Junior? Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Hey, how you doing? Gotta love going on the morning stroll and seeing some eye candy. Ah, nothing wrong with a little eye candy. And I ain't got to worry about my waistline. I can look all day. Look, don't touch. Maybe suck, but no touch. Let me stop. Let me stop. Oh, shit. So, Shoreline Meadow, the Mississippi River, second longest river in North America. Like I said, traveling from Lake Itasca, Minnesota, to the Gulf of Mexico. So, yeah. Yep. Salute, Meadowbrook. Yeah. So, this is Tom Lee Park. And a lot of cargo flows up and down this. I know, right, Von Sheila? But a lot of cargo flows up and down this river on barges. And then I found out a little dark tale about this. Unfortunately, people are trafficked on those barges too. I did not know that. And my guy was like, how did you not know that? I'm like, look, I was raised sheltered. I don't know about that stuff, don't care to know about that stuff. And I pray that they're caught and brought to justice, because it ain't cool. They done added like this whole picnic area over here. There's a Ben and Jerry's food truck over here. So they done add this whole picnic area right here. This is so cool. You got all these chairs and stuff. Looks good for fishing. I don't think that fishing is allowed here. I don't think fishing is allowed here. And I want to apologize to my legs, because I am about to walk up Beale Street Landing. And this is a very, 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 very steep hill. Beale Street Landing is a port to where they board the Mississippi Queen. Here we go, right here. They passed this way. So, a lot of history. So, this is along the Trail of Tears. Federal Indian removal policy. Cherokee. And I think I was told that Cherokee is in my bloodline. So that's the Trail of Tears historic trail. Yeah, they added a lot of stuff out here. So Old Man River was about this song, Old Man River. It was about this river here, Mississippi River, Memphis in May. So we got all of this history down here. Yeah. Hi, ay, ay. Legs don't fail me now. So I am walking up Beale Street Landing. Did they take the boat right away? No, it was a particular company that they discontinued. But I think the Memphis Queen is still in service. Whoa, I'm over here tripping over thick ass cords. Be careful, Toya. So, my legs. Oh, my legs, I'm feeling it. Ouch to my quads. Ouch to my calves. Ouch to my gluteus maximus. Ouch to everything. Ouch, ouch, ouch. But I want to get back in my size 6s, so no pain, no freaking gain. And I have made it. Woo! I have made it. Left, right, right. Forward march. So right here, this little red swirly thing, that is the dock. And if you can see down there, let me see if I can zoom in. There we go. Those are the river boats. And whoo, no, it wasn't bad, big sis. It wasn't bad. But I ain't crawling back up this bitch. I'm gonna go to I'm taking the flat way back. But yeah, those are the river boats. And they host riverboat tours. You can rent out a boat and have a party. My sisters and I went to a white party once and an all black Halloween party. And it was pretty cool. So the tours are like at night, like a handful of hours. And it just goes back and forth up the river until it's over, and it docks right here. So from here inside Beale Street Landing, you walk along the dock and down the swirls you go, and then boom, you hop on the boat, and that is a big ass branch or a tree or whatever the fuck that is. That is big. That's a big ass stick. Oh, on this side here, that's Mud Island. So that is another park, and they have an amphitheater there. Yeah. And from the river, you can see the skyline across the river. So, but yeah, but I bet those condos are nice. They're expensive in the mug, but I bet they nice. When I come out there, I want you to take me to that park. I got you, sis. I got you. One thing they definitely changed was the parking, though. You park on the side of the street, and it's a maximum 2-hour park. They used to have a parking lot here, but not anymore. And years ago, Kareem, you would have loved it, because on Sundays, the bikers, they will all come here to this park, and it would be lit. They would come down here to this park on Sundays. But since the renovations and, of course, the park being closed due to that, a lot of that has changed. So you got this little playground right here, and as you can see, it's shaped like a boat. And this little grassy spot over there, shaped like a boat as well. Got these stairs here. And see, I brought my kids here. This was several years ago. I came here with my kids. So you got this little big fish over here. It's called Big John. Named for John Stokes Jr., founding chairman of the Riverfront Development Corporation. I know, sis, that's why I said you would have loved it. But I think now they gather at Martin Luther King Park on the weekends, during the warmer months. So the plow walk of giving. So I'm assuming these are all the donors that made this park what it is. So this is a very interesting slide. I know a lot of butts and legs were scratched up on this bad boy. That don't look safe. AutoZone Park, all the donors. Yeah. Beloved downtown at Tom Lee Park. So, like I said, that's the top of Beale Street Landing. And I'm going to have to climb up these stairs again. I don't know why the Febreze, try it out. I better not. Hey, man, look, let me tell you something. I already got a slick injury earlier this week. because I'm a part of the Thick Thighs Save Lives committee. And when you have thick thighs that save lives, they tend to rub together. And because they rub together, and all of my fellow thick thighs save lives members will know, sometimes the friction can wear out the fabric of your bottoms. And I put on some workout pants to go walking, and then realized that that part was worn out. And next thing I know, my inner thighs are on freaking fire. And so now I got some band-aids in between my thighs, and I have to walk like a freaking penguin. But here's a closer look at the dock, and that very big tree. Yeah, so this is inside the Beale Street Landing. On the inside, I think they have a bistro inside of here as well. Got these lights that shine beautiful at night. You got greenery, you got plants. These banana ears. My mom used to have banana ears. But yeah, I think they got like a gift shop and stuff like here. There used to be some chairs over here. They done took up the chairs. But there used to be some chairs down here. And I wonder if I could cut through here. Don't look like I can, but it's all good. I can. But it's dusty though, and I don't want to be sneezing. So they're doing something down here. I'm gonna keep walking because that's none of my business. But yeah. Oh, there go a barge right there. Just what I was telling you guys about. The cargo barges. I haven't ran across Pops. I ain't seen him. Last time I saw him, I know had to been maybe 3 or 4 years ago at McDonald's. That was the last time I saw him. I hadn't seen him since. But yeah, but I'm going to zoom in a little bit more so you can see the barge. That's the cargo barge right there. So, and that barge goes up and down the river and transports whatever's in there. So, yep. They transport a lot of stuff in those barges. Sometimes the river levels will get low, and sometimes it would negatively affect the barge traffic. There are times where we go so long without rain that the river levels decrease, and sometimes it's just, you know, it happens. But we get all the rain and then it goes back up. Yep. But yeah, that is our wonderful Tom Lee Park. That is the wonderful, renovated, new and improved Tom Lee Park. Yeah, man. So I've been on here for 35 minutes and my car is right there. So I have definitely reached my quota for the day, as far as my steps. And I think between here and Harbor Town, this is probably where I'm going to be walking from now on. And on my off days, I'll probably go to Shelby Farms. Yeah. Yep. But this was wonderful. It was cloudy out here. Um, so it was a little cooler. The temperature was a whole lot better. It wasn't hot. Um, I didn't have to put on my visor. The sun wasn't in my face. So I enjoy conditions like that when I'm walking. I enjoy that. Yeah, man. So I am at my car now. And let me go and get this bag out. This was wonderful. This was nice. A great way to finish strong, finish my week off. I got one more day to get my steps in. And I'm gonna get that done at work, and I will have all of that done by the time I get off at about 5:35 this morning. Well, 5 tomorrow morning. Got my water. This is actually my second bottle. So I finished this off the first time when I got off of work, and then I refilled it and went to my session. So I'm down here already, and by the time I make it home, this will be empty. What's your game plan for tomorrow? Well, tomorrow, Methodist is hosting a health-wide event, and I think I want to check that out. It's a healthy festival event, encouraging the residents of Memphis to get up and get moving, because it was listed that Memphis is one of the fattest cities in the United States of America. And I kind of get it. Because you got to consider that we're in the South. So we're in the South, that's Southern cooking. And we all can cook down here. I obviously, my videos, you can definitely see that. Of course, Memphis is known for barbecue. We some barbecuing mofos. For real. As a true resident of Memphis, I am going to tell all of you who have never been to Memphis, the best barbecue is out of somebody's backyard. Do not go to any of these touristy places, because of course, the city's big on tourism, and tourism brings in revenue. So your best bet for barbecue is out of somebody's backyard. So what you want to do is go right in the hood, roll down your window, and follow your nose. Just like Toucan Sam. Trust me. Follow your nose, and you will find the best barbecue. I will definitely say, on a personal aspect, my brother-in-law, who I call my big brother, God rest his soul, Junior, Anthony, he had the best damn barbecue. And he had suddenly passed away in 2013. No, 2014. He passed away 2014. But he had some damn good barbecue. But yeah, that is where you go. That is your best bet for barbecuing here in Memphis. Go to the hood, roll your window down, and follow your nose. I assure you, that is where your best barbecue will be. Make sure that you bring some paper plates or some napkins or some beer or something. Don't you bring your ass there empty-handed. Don't you bring your butt there empty-handed. Yeah. As far as any restaurants, I would say, exception wise, I've heard Cozy Corner had some great barbecue. I've eaten A&R. A&R is pretty good. Tops Barbecue. I was raised on Tops Barbecue, so I guess because, because I was raised on that, that's kind of good to me. I could do a little something. I'm learning how to grill. I do make a very great barbecue sauce from scratch. And so, but yeah, I definitely want to test the waters at grilling. You have a blessed day too, sis. You too, Montreal. Salute, Wolf. Salute. Yeah. But definitely that though. If you ever come to Memphis, yeah. Oh, Payne's got some good barbecue too. Payne's over here on Lamar past McLean. They got some good barbecue too. I had that barbecue bologna sandwich, and it was pretty good. I love a good barbecue bologna sandwich that is thick cut and got a little bit of char, not too much, just a little bit of burnt. Top that joint off with some coleslaw, baby. Yeah. And a bag of plain chips, that's my shit. You want me to show you? Do I want you to show me how to grill? We'll see. We shall see. Yeah. So, did I stop my watch? It stopped itself. Let me stop my watch. I done sat here and I ain't did nothing to my watch. Finish. And so these are my sessions for today. So I worked out with my trainer, and then I went walking and finished that up. So let me go up to the total. And so this is where I am for today. So I have reached my quota for today. The goal is 10,000 steps. I've made it to 11,000. And by the time the clock strikes 12, I will probably be past 13,000. 13,000 steps by the time the clock strikes 12. I have to go to the grocery store. And then, of course, it is a bit of a walk to get to my work area, from the parking lot and all that stuff. And if I'm feeling brave enough, I might take the stairs instead of the elevator. If I'm feeling brave enough, the stairs in my building are terrible. It's like the first three set of stairs okay, but that fourth set of stairs, I don't know what in the world engineering was thinking when they did those set of stairs, but you got a high step to kind of go up them steps, and I don't care how fit you are, those steps are freaking brutal. I don't care, even if you're fit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, wonderful people. Bologna, you doggone right, man. Yes, Bologna, yes. Bologna is delicious on the barbecue grill, yes. And when you just want a quick sandwich and you just want to, just kind of char up a little bit on the skillet, make that junk deluxe. Get you some cheese, some lettuce, maybe some tomato if you're nasty. Yeah, but I ain't had that in a long time though. I eat mostly turkey, turkey slices and chicken slices. So usually if I eat bologna, it's on a craving, and so. But yep, they do have turkey bologna. They do have turkey bologna. Turkey bologna and chicken bologna. I would have to get that at Aldi, I think. Where they have that at, and I'm pretty sure. Oh, excuse me. Whole Foods and Sprouts probably have it as well. Yeah. But It's okay. It's okay. Worse than grits. Wait a minute. Grits are not terrible. They are wonderful. Grits are wonderful. And see, I eat my grits both ways. I can eat it with butter and sugar. Yes, I said butter and sugar. Fight me. And I can have it savory. With shrimp and grits. I love shrimp and grits. And I made some Cajun catfish and grits. And oh my freaking God. Yes. Well, we just gonna have to agree to disagree, Wolf. I still love you. I still love you. But we just gonna have to agree to disagree and coexist in peace. Ah. Yeah, man. Oh man. But my palate is very diverse, which is why I work out now. So, but yeah, my palate is very diverse. I can have grits, like I said, either sweet or savory. Same thing with rice. With butter and sugar. Yes, I said it. Fight me. Or I can have it savory, with some gravy. But lately I've been cooking jasmine rice. And I love jasmine rice. I love the fragrance of jasmine rice. How you cook jasmine rice. You want to put either a lemon peel in it. What I did was just actually slice the lemon, and you put it in the boiling water about a few minutes before you pour the rice in, and then you boil it at its instructed time. And once it's done, you fluff it, and the rice has this very light fragrance, and it is so good. Yeah. Shrimp and rice. Oh, baby, let me tell you something. I love shrimp and rice. I will wear out a shrimp fried rice. I would definitely do that. That was, as a matter of fact, that was actually my meal prep for my lunch this week. I did a surf and turf fried rice. I used a little bit of soy sauce. I got to get some coconut aminos so I can replace the soy sauce, because I gotta keep control of my sodium intake, which I've been doing very great at. But I did I had got some flat iron steak and seared it, and I stir fried my shrimp, and then my stir fried vegetables, and then of course I added the rice, and then I put it all in bowls. And so yeah, so that was my lunch this week, was surf and turf fried rice. And then no, take that lie back. Take that back. That was chicken. And my dinner was surf and turf baked potato. That's what that was. That's what it was. Surf and turf baked potato. And the fried rice was with the chicken. And I did run out of chicken for this day, and I had some beef and shrimp left, and then I added that to my fried rice for my lunch. So I will be kind of doubling the protein choices for today. So surf and turf fried rice and surf and turf with the half baked potato. And my breakfast, which I hadn't had yet, which I'm going to go eat in a minute, is fruit and scrambled eggs. So that is pretty much my meal prep. And then, of course, my snacks are a protein shake and a protein bar. And, of course, lots of water. So I go through 3 of these a day. It's where is it? So 32 ounce, 900 millimeters. So yeah. Fried hamburger and rice. Where's my plate? Man, look. Your plate is in the sink. Need to be washed out. Fried hamburger and rice is also good, made from scratch. That it is. And I do make that. I do make that. Fried hamburger and rice. But I add gravy. I make the gravy from scratch. Sometimes I'll do a onion gravy. Sometimes I'll do a onion and mushroom gravy. So yeah. Yep. And so I am pretty much down almost to the bottom of this, so I gotta refill this. And once I refill this, I'll be on to my third bottle. I've been drinking. Mouthpiece, salute, bro. Salute. So I'm down to the bottom. You see where it says refill. I gotta refill it now. Stewed hamburger and rice. I believe it. Yeah. That sounds pretty good. That sounds very, very good. Shoot, I might come back down here tomorrow, depending on you know what's funny. I'm sitting here in this car and I've been sitting here for a minute and I am not burning up. I am warm. Like I feel like I'm in a sauna right now, and I love sitting in saunas because it helps to expel impurities and things like that. Get a good little sweat in and stuff like that. So it's like I feel like I'm sitting in a sauna right now, but it's bearable as opposed to the last few days. If I would have sat in here, I probably would have died. Yeah. Mouthpiece. I kind of took everybody on the tour of Tom Lee Park, and of course earlier this week I was on the other side at Harbor Town, and now I decided to come over here on this side at Tom Lee Park, and I rock with it. They had did a lot of changes, a lot of renovations here, and I am quite amazed. So I believe that my parks of choice, when I go walking and when I leave my trainer, is going to be here. 6 Dubs, salute. What's up? So we'll be here at Tom Lee Park and at Shelby Farms. Will definitely be where. Yeah, love the sauna. What's up, Raven, fathead ass? What you up to, big head? Since your butt house sitting and you off, I should have made your butt come walk with me. I wasn't gonna kill you, cause my walk was merely a stroll. It was very leisurely. You would have loved it. Hey man, so what do y'all think? Hey, Bajia. So what do y'all think about Sco's live last night? What do y'all think about that tragedy, that tragic of a topic last night? That was a trip. Man, look. I can definitely say that live was one of definitely hands down one of the top lives. I don't know what number is, but definitely up there in the top. I thought the Chris Brown stalker was kind of was wild. This one was even wilder. I got that psychiatric nerve in my back. Stop playing. I know, dude. I know. I'll get you a hover round. You ain't even gotta walk. You can just roll around and go beep 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 beep. I'll just put you in a hover round and just let you roll me down. Roll me down the park. He doesn't know what he got. Like I said, when I went up there on the panel and called him out for his bull, that man running the play. That man was running a play. And funny thing by Gia, I seldom leave my desk to hit the panel. And all this and the way that man was talking and all of that riff-raff and stuff like that, and I'm looking at all of his pages and I'm looking at it, and he's a content creator. So he got like tons of skits, like toxic relationship stuff. I looked up his ex, that he had tagged in one of his posts back in 2019, and looked at his TikToks and all of that stuff. And so I was like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna have to call you out. I gotta come up there and call you out, because I was like, yeah, my nigga, you running the play. It's like you running the play, and you got the chat riled up with emotion. Because if you think about it, STDs and STIs are nothing to play with, especially the more serious ones, that you can't get rid of. Oh, excuse me. So, so stuff like that you don't play with. And I'm like, look, dude, the jig is up. Either you're running a play to, to grow your followers. And the thing is, with the internet, people do that. People are doing it a lot, for the shock value. So they can go viral, because he said that his video got some odd million views. So I'm like, yeah, dude, you running the play. You running the play. And considering that this is the Moultrie sector, it's play running every day. Play running every day. All day, every day. A play is being ran on something. Case in point, the Vegas trip. You know what I'm saying? The Vegas trip this past weekend is nothing but plays. So, nah, man. I get you trying to, you trying to get your following up. You trying to, take your comedy up off the ground and stuff like that. But, man, look. You got to find some better plays to run with, because that is very serious business. And unfortunately, a lot of people have lost their lives due to HIV/AIDS. I have a cousin who lost his life to AIDS. So yeah. So now that stuff ain't nothing to play with. And then the fact this man said he got cooties. Like, come on, man. What are we in elementary school? You got cooties? You got the cooties. Okay. Using the chat saying say no to STDs. Yeah, but all over his pages though, nah. Because if he was really truly doing what he was doing, that man would not be online to talk about it right now. He would not. He would either be locked up or he would be 6 feet under. Nah, you don't play no stuff like that. Nah, you don't play no stuff like that. You gonna tell everybody you an alien, Raven? I had drunk some pre-workout on my way to my session, cause I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it. I was so doggone sleepy. Oh wow, Bajia. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, and that was the other thing, because when people were coming up to the panel, they was like, I know someone, that has this, or I have a family member that has it, and all he could say was, I'm going to reimburse the family. Like, bro, what? You gonna reimburse the family? Like, really? Okay. Clay running at its finest. At its finest. So I don't know why I'm drinking this. I'm gonna have to take this lid off and drink it. Right, Wolf. Social media love the foolery. They love the foolery indeed. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Is that another barge, or is that the boat? That looked like the boat. Oh, that's the barge. That's the barge. Barge is close up. Yeah, Baji, I am definitely sorry to hear that. Definitely sorry to hear that. I know a lot of fellas on here, don't watch P Valley, but the character Uncle Clifford, that was how his mom in the show, she passed away from HIV/AIDS in the show. And he was talking about, how beautiful her skin was, and seeing how that disease ate her up and stuff like that. And thing about it, and when I first saw my cousin, because I didn't know a lot of my first, second, and third cousins, on my granddaddy's side family, on my mom's side, and we went to we went to a family and friends day at my great aunt's church, rest her soul. And I saw my cousin Terry, and I know he had to have been maybe 6'2", 6'3", and he scared the fuck out of me. Because he had stage 4. He had stage 4 full-blown AIDS, and he looked like a freaking skeleton. And his eyes were like that, to where if you would have popped him in the back of his head, his eyes would have jumped out and rolled. But he scared the fuck out of me. And I remember telling my mom, I was like, yo, what was up with him? And of course she was like, she was like, he got, he has AIDS, and of course, the way old folks said back then, he a sissy. That was what she said. He a sissy and he caught AIDS. But long story short, he did succumb to it. And my mom went to the funeral. I didn't go, because I didn't know him like that, and so when she came home and she had the obituary, and his photo on the front of the obituary was his military photo. And when I say he looked a million times different, I was like, oh my God. And he was handsome. And I was like, oh my God. To see how he went from handsome to where he looked like he could have been on the cover of GQ to Nightmare Before Christmas. Like that, man, look, yeah, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Know your status. Man, look. Oh, she died while you was talking to her. Oh wow. Wow. Oh, you lost your mom as well, Wolf. My prayers are with you. My prayers are with you as well. Um, I lost my mom in 2012 to brain cancer. 2012 October 13th. Doctors called her time of death at 3:13 p.m. And then I lost my father. Uh, Daddy passed on June 6th, 2021. Like one something that morning. Yeah, so both of my parents are going to glory. And then fast forward this year, my little brother passed March 15th. This past March. He and my cousin, as a matter of fact, both died the same day. So yeah. Imagine that double whammy. But yep, and craziest thing with them two, they both died of a drug overdose. Like my brother was getting high with his friends, and his shit was laced with fent, and we know what fent does. And then my cousin, she was in custody in DeSoto County, and I guess this is my theory, that she had some stuff on her, and while she was in holding, I guess she attempted to swallow it, to try and get rid of it, or and I think what happened was it had got caught in a windpipe, and she asphyxiated. And when they found her, they tried to revive her, but it was too late. Yep. And I brought the eulogy at my brother's funeral, and then I brought the words of comfort at my cousin's funeral. So, How was who by Gia? See what my battery looking like. Good. When my mom passed, I was 29. When my mom passed, I was 29, and when my dad passed, I was 38 when my dad passed. And I held my daddy's hand as he transitioned from the earthly realm to the spiritual realm. So yep. My mom, we was there. My mom was on hospice, and we took care of her at home. And she was doing the transitional breaths. I can't think of the name of the breaths at this point in time that she was taking. But it's that pattern of breathing when you're passing away. You take a few breaths, and then you hold it for a few seconds. You start back breathing, and what happens is, once the seconds start getting lower, and then lower, and then lower, and then that's it. So my mom was doing that. And she had opened her eyes for the first time in months. She had opened her eyes, and she looked at us, and me and my two oldest sisters were there. It's five of us. My three older sisters, me, and then my brother. And me and my two older sisters were there. My third sister was with her husband because their house had gotten broken into the day before, so they was at Home Depot, getting some stuff. And then my brother was just out and about. But yeah, but my mom had opened her eyes for the first time in months, um, and looked at us, and we was like, "Oh my God, you opened your eyes!" And so we was like, "We love you, we love you, we love you." And she was moving her mouth as though like she was trying to talk, but she was unable to because she had a tracheotomy. And and it's like she did that for a few times, and stuff like that. And then she closed her eyes, and she closed her eyes again. And my oldest sister and my phone both had rang, and we stepped out to take those calls. And when we both got the phone, and when I got the phone, my sister, my second oldest sister, Doris, came in, and she said, I think Mama took her last breath, because I'm, checking her breaths, and, counting down the seconds, and this time she's not doing nothing else. I think she took her last breath. And so I went in there, and I checked the pulse, and yeah, she was gone. Yeah, she definitely saw us one more time. She saw us one more time. And I have to say, her transitioning was beautiful. Because earlier that day, my sister was just like, just got this energy all of a sudden. And, she had, cleaned my mom up, combed her hair up real pretty and stuff like that, put on one of her pretty gowns and things like that. So my mom, my mom transitioned. It was beautiful. She transitioned beautifully. I can definitely say that. And her homegoing was nothing short of remarkable. She her final wish, way before the cancer, it was just something she just always talked to us about in the candid conversation, was that she wanted to be taken to her final resting place, like an Imitation of Life. And we made that happen for her. It was a beautiful, like, I had fall set yet. It was in October, just in October. And at Memphis Memory Gardens, we had the horse and carriage, the hearse and the family car and everything like that, and met us kind of like a little distance. And we had got on the horse and carriage, and we walked behind the horse and carriage to her final resting place, in Memphis Memory Gardens. So it was definitely beautiful. It was beautiful. It was full of love. Raven couldn't stop crying. Raven could not stop crying. Look, when I say Raven did a hell of a lot more crying than I did, and I'm pretty sure, in my case, I had been crying for a whole 11 months. So when she did pass, I had come to terms with it. I was at peace. But the thing about it is, for a lot of people who do not know, when you lose a parent, no matter how ready you are, you will never be ready for that physical transition. When the reality sinks in that the person that brought you into this world, raised you, fed you, disciplined you, nurtured you, the only one that knows you other than God, that, the only person that understands you, the only person that will tell you what you need to hear and get on your ass, whether you want to hear it or not. But when you see that person, especially that person that you looked up to as this rock, as this hero, to wither down to almost like back to an infant, because they say, once a man, twice a baby. I think some saying like that. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, but to see that, yeah, it's definitely disheartening. But the reality of the fact is, it's a part of life. And we all have to leave this world that same way. if provided that God gives you that grace, because of course no man knows the day, no man knows the hour, and nobody knows how we're going to leave this earth. Ideally, I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to leave this world in old age, have lived your life, experienced everything, and you have that I ain't gonna say dramatic ending, but that perfect ending where you're in your bed, you're surrounded by your loved ones, and then you peacefully, transition, for this earth. And we, unfortunately, people don't leave out here that way. But yeah. Oh yeah, losing a parent hits hard. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened that day my mom passed. And anyone who's lost their mom or their parents for this can definitely understand this. And I was watching Love and Hip Hop, and Benzino, and Benzino had hit the nail on the head with this when he got the call about his mom passed. When your parents pass, you get this feeling of numbness, and you are in a void. You are in a void, and everything around you is clouded. And yes, you are aware. You're talking to people, but in your own head, in your own mind, in your own conscience, you are not there. Because it's like when your parent passed, a part of you leaves with them. And then of course you got the emotional part of it, you got the spiritual part of it, and then you have the mental part of it. And it's just you're in this void. And then you have to and then you have to grasp, the reality, of what just happened. And even then, you really can't grieve like you want to, because now you have to plan the funeral. And you have to plan the funeral, you have to go to the funeral homes, cemeteries, you got to get clothes. It's a lot. It is a lot. And I will tell you, it is tiring. It is tiring, which I really feel that when it comes to bereavement days, especially when it comes to parents, it should be more than 3 days, depending on the company and the policy, things like that. It definitely should be more than 3 days, because it's going to drain you. It is definitely draining. It is draining. Exactly. It's like you believe it, but you don't believe it. And it's like, yo, like, and that was how it was with my mom. Now, mind you, oh, and Junior, I saw you taking care of Miss Brenda. How's she doing? But yeah, but with my mom, because my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 glioblastoma, and that's a brain cancer, and that's the same brain cancer that Senator John McCain passed away from, and it's very, very, very malignant. So there's really nothing you can do, aside from making yourself comfortable. But unfortunately, as the tumors progress, you begin to have seizures, and the way the tumors grow inside your brain, it grows like a tree. So the tumors are like rooted in your brain, and it grows up like a tree. And that's how that works, to where it takes over, and you're pretty much just there. But I lost my train of freaking thought. Oh yeah. Okay, I remember now. I remember. But yeah, but my mom, those 11 months, we took care of her. She was on hospice, and we refused to put her in a home. And we was like, just show us what we got to do, and show us what we need to do, and we'll take care of her. Provided you guys give the medical equipment, you guys come and assess her and things like that. So, but yeah, and after the funeral home came and took her body, and I was still staying with her. I was still staying at home with my parents. Um, and it was just like, now I'm just sitting here, and I ain't got shit to do no more, because it's like my sisters and I had our days. Of course, me living there, I was with her every day, and then my older sister was there every day. And then of course, my third sister was with her Friday. My second sister was maybe, I guess, there Saturday. And then of course I had a Sunday. But yeah, but it was like that Sunday I was just like, okay, like I don't even know what the fuck to do now. Because it's like it's, you know. But yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, Junior. Okay. Yep. By all means, love your parents while they are here. Please do. Please do. Because, man, because once they're gone, all you have is the memories and everything they've ever told you, you will remember that. Whatever they've done or they said, whatever their habits, you will find yourself picking up on those habits subconsciously. Even down to their laugh. Like, I got tickled one time and I sounded just like my mom, and I started laughing even harder because I was like, oh my God. I was laughing just like mama. And on top of that, I knew that I resembled her, but it wasn't until after she passed when I really saw the resemblance. It's just that I'm just a caramel tone version of my mom. Like I look just like my mom, just caramel tone. You know? Yeah, and my sisters and I, we say a lot of things, you know. We repeat a lot of her quotes and things like that. She would say, like one of the things I always say, going through all these changes, like if somebody don't agree with something or too many extra steps, I'm like, man, you got me going through all these dang changes, and or that's a sin and a shame. Like one time, in Skull's live, something happened. Skull was talking about something. I said, you finna get into some devilment, ain't you? That's something my mama say. You about to get into some devilment. Yeah, man. Yeah. And my dad, daddy loved the blues. That was his favorite genre of music. And my daddy was also a musician. He played drums. And he played for B.B. King. He's played for Marvin Cease, Tyrone Davis, Johnny Taylor. He's played for all of them when they were here in Memphis. And after he passed, I was going to McDonald's one Saturday morning, and down the street, Johnny Taylor was blasting. And I was like, oh my God. And so now I'm like hitting every radio station trying to find that song, and I couldn't find it. Like I checked the FM stations, I checked the AM stations, could not find it because WDIA on AM does All Blue Saturday, and I hit all those stations and nothing. And I said, wow. I was like, that was Daddy's way of, speaking. I was like, good morning, Daddy. So yeah. So yeah, so that was like my daddy's way of, his spirits, still being there with us. Salute, Sco. And my nephew had withheld the secret from me and my sisters and didn't reveal it until earlier this year with me. He was talking, and he said that my daddy's spirit had visited him. And he said that he knew it was real because he was in a state of paralysis. He was unable to move. He was unable to talk. And my daddy was sitting right there in the chair. And he said that it had got freezing cold, but he couldn't move and he couldn't talk. And he said that my daddy got up and walked to him, got close to him. And he told him, tell Louise and the girls that I love them. And then he walked out the door. And so I'm sitting here like, oh, why would you tell me that? I'm in the middle of Kroger, like about to lose it. I'm like, bruh, why would you tell me that? Yeah. And then me sitting here like, when both my parents passed, and I'm sitting here waiting, like, okay, waiting to see them, waiting to hear from them, nothing. But they've definitely had their ways of communicating from the spiritual realm. My mom had a way of speaking things and they manifest. And before she passed, she had actually said that my great aunt was going to leave as well as her. And when my mom passed, my great aunt came over the next day and was out of it. Like, we had never seen her like that before. She was out of it. And my mom passed on Saturday afternoon. So we saw my great aunt that Monday. No, not that Monday. We saw her that Sunday. And we called her when we was at the funeral home, because at the funeral home you have to get information as far as maiden information and things like that for the death certificate. And we couldn't reach her. And so we assumed that she was probably out and about or with my cousin. Because we told our cousin, we was like, look, y'all keep an eye on her, because she's not doing good. She's not taking this well at all. So Monday passed. Tuesday morning, 3 in the morning ish, my cousin called my sister frantic. My great aunt went to the restroom and she died right there on the floor. But they had revived her and put her on life support. So he calls my sister and tell her, and then my sister called me, and I'm like, huh? Are you serious? And so I'm getting ready to, speed down to DeSoto County. And she said, wait till Doris, my other sister. She was going to ride with me. And so I'm waiting on her. And a few minutes later, my sister called back. She said, don't worry about going. She's gone. I said, what the fuck? Are you serious? And the thing about it was, because my great aunt never had any daughters. She only had 2 sons. One is still here. The other one passed a long time ago. But she never had any daughters. So she looked at her nieces like her daughters. And she and my mom were very close. And the doctor said that because they couldn't find anything wrong with her, because my great aunt was extremely healthy. They said that she died from a broken heart, because there was nothing wrong with her. She didn't have and mind you, my great aunt was 95 years old. But she got along better than a lot of 20-year-olds. Okay? So, yeah. She died of a broken heart. So we buried our mom. And then a few days later, we buried my great aunt. So, yeah. That was the first double whammy. And then fast forward, when my brother passed away in March. And then hours later, my cousin passed away after he did. So, yeah. But yep, she had died of a broken heart. And the way my theory was on how my great aunt passed, because like I said, my mom and my great aunt is like, when you saw her, when you saw one, you saw the other. That's how they were. My great aunt, went to church with us. She was on the motherboard and stuff like that. So when you saw my mom, you saw my great aunt. And they would go to the casino where, go shopping and things like that. So, and Amen Marie, that's my great aunt's name. Amen Marie, she would sometimes lollygag, and my mom would be ready. So my mom be like, all right, Marie, let's go. And Amen Marie would still be peddling around or whatever. And she would go, Marie, if you don't bring your tail on, you better. And I said, I am willing to bet you that's exactly what happened. When my mom passed, because we had already knew, we was like, she ain't gonna know what to do with herself. She's not gonna trust anybody else, not too much, to take care of her business, things like my mom did. So I said, my mom went up there and she looked back And she told her, she said, "Come on, Minnery." So that was when she initially passed on the bathroom floor. And when they brought her back and put on life support, that was when she was lollygagging. And so Mama said, "If you don't bring your tail on, you better." And that was, that's how I look at that. That is how I look at that. And the craziest thing was, we had even said when my mom initially got sick, we was like, I don't know. If something happened to Mama, it's probably gonna take Aunt Marie out too. And damn it, if we didn't predict that shit, I was like, God damn, I ain't saying nothing else. I ain't saying nothing else. But yeah, but back, yeah. So my mom warned us. Well, she warned me and my remaining aunt, because she had a trach in, so she was unable to speak. So she was communicating with her hands, and she was pointing at herself and pointing towards Aunt Marie. And we was trying to understand what she was saying, and couldn't understand what she was saying. And so my aunt was like, "You pointing, who you point? You pointing at me?" Mom was like, "Nah." And she was like, "You pointing at Toya?" She was like, "Nah." She said, "Minnery?" Mama named it. Mama nodded her head. I said, "Thank God she didn't nod her head yes for me." I was like, "I ain't ready yet." I ain't ready yet. No, no. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she had died from a broken heart. But I definitely know that they are most definitely in a much better place. I know they both made it to see they both lived to see Obama be inaugurated the first go around. So yeah. Right, mouthpiece. I am not ready. Oh my God, no. I'm not ready. Mm-mm. Not ready at all. I'm pouring water all over myself, but it's all good. Yeah, I am not ready. Not yet. Yep. It is 11:02. I'm finna get my butt on up out of here, because I got to get my kids' clothes ready. I told my kids that I was going to drop them off at my sister's. You were so welcome, Bajia. You were so welcome. You were so welcome. When I get the hang of StreamYard, I just might strike up a live and, and elaborate more on grieving, definitely shed some light on that. Oh, excuse me. From my personal point of view, and how how I dealt with it, and and what helped me to cope and things like that. Because things like this, a lot of people a lot of people don't do well, with the loss of a parent. And if your mind is not, not in the right space, your spirit's not in the right space, it'll definitely overtake you. It would definitely do that. So mm-hmm. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and sign off so I can get to this grocery store and get my kids' stuff together so I can get them to my sisters. But I thank you guys for rocking with me. I thank you guys for walking with me, and enjoying this trip, and enjoying this trip down the river and things like that. So yeah, most definitely, by Gia, most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. And by sharing our stories, that can definitely help, people who are in a grieving process, and even if it's not, just losing their parent. Like I said, of course I lost both my parents, and then this year I lost my little brother. And boy, when I say them 2 weeks, I ain't gonna say it was hell, but baby, man, look, that's all I can say. Cause I was ready to fight it almost every day. I was ready to fight. I was ready to cuss out a whole bunch of folks. Yeah. Mm. Cause I was that big sister, that always looked out for my little brother and, and protected him. We're a year apart. And, and of course, as we became adults, we got to take our different paths and stuff like that. But even then, I was, still on his ass, still fighting for him and all that type of stuff. And even in death, I'm still, ready to take my title, uh, and and fight one more time, cause for my doggone brother. Shoot. But yep. Yeah, so once I learned StreamYard and get the hang of it, we will definitely talk about it, and we will definitely expound on this for real. Yeah. Salute, Brown. I'm about to crank my car up, and I'm finna go ahead and take these earbuds off. And it's going to connect to my car. My phone will.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us to speak.
My galaxy has been connected. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay, cool. 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 Q. Cool. That's what's up. Yeah, Yo-Yo, I don't know if you guys know her, but she's a part of the Mob Squad. She had recently lost her mother, I think last week. I saw her post on Instagram, and I told her that my prayers were with her. Cause yeah, it's definitely, it's an adjustment. That's the best way I can put it. It's an adjustment. And what I mean by adjustment is that you have to get acclimated to a new norm. You know, your parents aren't there anymore. You're unable to call them. They aren't able to call you. And you have to now, carry on, through life without them and what they taught you. And you have to apply that to life. So when I say adjustment, that's what I mean. And then of course you have to go through the holidays. Birthdays. That first Mother's Day and Father's Day will be the hardest. It will definitely be the hardest. And I remember my first Mother's Day without my mom. I went to Walgreens, I think to pick up a prescription, I believe. I forget, but anywho. I walked in there and all I saw were these balloons. All of these Mother's Day balloons, all these cards, all these figurines, all these stuffed animals. And when I say I wanted to destroy everything in that store because my emotions, you know what I'm saying? And because I was hurting, I wanted them to feel how I was feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted them to hurt how I was hurting. And I walked in there and it took everything in me not to destroy everything in that pharmacy. Like fuck these balloons, rip up these cards, you know what I'm saying, shred up these bears, like fuck all of this shit, that was, and it's normal. That is normal. Please don't act on it. You don't want to go to jail. But that emotion is normal. And that's what a lot of people do not realize. And it is okay to not be okay. And you definitely need all the time in the world to grieve and, make peace with it. So yeah. But yeah, that first Mother's Day, ooh wee. I wanted to destroy everything in that Walgreens, and I had started back singing in the choir at our church, and we had our Mother's Day service, and I walked through that front door of my church, and it just felt like something punched me in the stomach. Like I just got this gut punch, and I couldn't take it, and I set myself back there in the choir room the entire time. And I just sat there and in the dark, sat there myself. And one of my choir members, Mama Jones is what I call her, because she had lost her mom, so she knew, and she grabbed me. She said, "Come here, baby." And I just broke down, like yeah. So yeah, that first Mother's Day, that first Christmas, cause same thing. That first Christmas, my mom, I get my cooking honest. My mom cooked. My mom was a cook for real. And my mom would always cook ahead. So she would always make these batches of turnip greens. Sometimes she would mix them with turnip greens, mustard greens, maybe sometimes collard greens. And she would always cook greens and put them in the deep freezer. And on Thanksgiving or Christmas, she would thaw them out, and there would be our greens, for that holiday. My sister asked me, she said, "Hey Toya, go in a deep freezer. I think Mama had some greens, that she made last year, because my mom cooked greens that prior year, and then wound up in the hospital that following month, and and that's where life changed, for us, for the Baldry family." And so I went in the deep freeze and I got those greens. And I put them in a pot and let them simmer and let them cook and things like that. Y'all, when I tasted these greens, them just tasted like she cooked them the day before. I lost it. Them greens tasted just like she had just cooked them. They weren't freezer burned. The flavors were on point. Everything. I slammed that top on that pot, and I just went in my room and hollered in my pillow, just cried like a baby. I was like, yo, like, I couldn't take it, man. Wolf, baby, let me tell you something. My mom's dressing, my mom's dressing was a force to be reckoned with. Your dressing is that damn good when you got folks in church fighting and throwing shade in the doggone business meeting. Like when we started back going, and I think it was either a repast or a fellowship dinner or something, and my mom made dressing, and my family loves her dressing. And so my mom made her dressing and served it. And the members were going crazy. They was like, "Oh my God, who made this dressing? Who made this dressing? Who made this dressing?" And me, I'm sitting here cheesing like, "Yeah, that's my mama's dressing right there. Yeah, mama made that dressing. Yeah. Y'all ain't had no dressing like y'all had this." You know what I'm saying? And it caused a stir in the church. Matter of fact, that was for the repast. Now I think about it, now that was for the repast. And the folk and the family talked about that dressing so much to where it pissed off the other members. And so after the first of the year, we had our annual meeting, and they were discussing, a set menu for the church. And there was this one member, Sharon. "I don't think if dressing's not on the menu, it shouldn't be served." And she kept saying that. Now, mind you, I'm sitting here every bit of 16 years old, and I'm sitting there like, "Bitch, yo, what's up?" Like first of damn all, bitch, this is what we not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Said got me sitting here ready to fight a 50-year-old woman in church over my mama. Like, bitch, wait a minute. Yeah. Oh boy. But my mama's dressing was definitely a force to be reckoned with. And I asked that buzzard, I can talk about it now, because my mama. And I remember asking that buzzard, I was like, Mama, I want when are you gonna teach me how to make your dress? And I want to learn how to make your dress. She said, nope. I was sitting like, oh my God. And now mind you, she was always complaining about me not being in the kitchen, not helping out and stuff like that. But the one time I wanted to do it, she was like, nope. So it was like so it was like that, her wings. Asked I like, Mom, show me how to make this. Nope. I bet. I'm gonna find out. But my dressing is pretty good, but my mama's dressing was my mama's dressing. And man, Thanksgiving and Christmas, baby, I can definitely say I every Thanksgiving and Christmas, my thighs had gained extra inches because I was eating dressing all day, every freaking day. And it's funny how on the news during Thanksgiving they always talk about how you should only eat leftovers after so many days or whatever. Man, we like 2 weeks in still eating dressing. Like if there was still like some hard spots, I would put some water in it, kind of to kind of loosen it up or something. Put that junk in the microwave, boom, I'm eating dressing. But did you die? No. But I couldn't get in my damn jeans though. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. But my mom, my mom made some fire dressing. She made fire greens. When I say any cake, my mom made all the cakes and pies. You name it. Like Shirley Caesar, you name it. She made it. Chocolate cake, caramel cake, coconut cake, pineapple cake, upside down cake, red velvet, carrots, sweet potato pie, chocolate pie, pecan pie. And I don't eat food with pecan pie, but I would eat pecan pie sometimes. My mom, oh my God. Yeah. And my mom was that glue of the family. She was that one auntie that all the cousins went to. All of the cousins would come to our house to sit down and talk to mama, to get advice from her, or just for comfort, or just to say, hey, if they were mad at their mamas, my aunties, or what, they would come talk to my mom and stuff like that. Like I had, like my one cousin Shannon, she would always come to the house to take a shit. She would always come to the house to take a shit. I'm sitting there like, bro, what is we doing? Like, but that was how my mom was. And my grandmother made the best sweet potato pie. That's what's up. My grandmother, my maternal grandmother, passed away when my sisters were kids, so I never got to meet her. And fast forward, same thing with my mom. My mom passed before my kids were born. So yes, I never got to meet my maternal grandmother, but my paternal grandmother, I had her until I was 15. She passed a week before my 15th birthday. And her visitation was on my birthday, and the funeral was the day after. Well, me and my third sister and I are 16 years and a day apart. So her birthday is March 2nd and mine's March 3rd. So my paternal grandmother passed before our birthdays. And her homegoing services were, after our birthdays. But my grandmother, because she was up in elderly age, we actually brought food to her. So So as far as her cooking, I wouldn't have known any. I wouldn't have known anything because because every time we went down and visit, we always brought food to her. We would always either go to churches or go to KFC and bring food to her. Now my great aunt who passed days after my mom did, um she made this strawberry cake. Now growing up, every time we went down to her house, it was always this beautiful pink cake, and I thought that cake was so magical. And it was like every time we went to her house, that was when we had that cake. And I remembered when she joined the church and we had the fellowship dinner, and she was gonna make that cake. I'm 16, and now I'm now 16, and mind you, I am excited. I am ecstatic, like, oh my God, Aunt Minery's about to make this magical pink cake, and I'm just bragging about stuff like that. Let me tell y'all about life and how it removes the innocence. I go with her to the store, and she picks up this box of Pillsbury cake mix, strawberry cake mix, and a jar of Pillsbury strawberry frosting. And that was how she made that cake. And I was like, are you serious? So you mean tell me all this time this magical cake was a freaking cake mix cake? Oh, my feelings was so hurt. I was like, bruh. All this time, I thought it was magical. It was just this, she had her spices and her sugar and her flour and her eggs and things like that, and she just made it out of love and bibbity bobbity boo. Like, that's what I thought. But later on, I come to realize that it's not how the cake was made. It was the love and the effort that was put in that cake. And yes, you felt the love in every bite of that cake. But man, you talking about somebody crushed. I was like, oh my God, you mean to tell me it was just a damn cake mix, bruh? But yeah. Okay. You and your sister 10 months apart. Oh man, my sisters and I, 20 years, 18 years, 16 years apart from me. And I'm the baby girl. So yeah. That's how far apart my sisters are. When I came, my oldest sister was out of high school, out of the house. My second oldest sister was a senior in high school, and my third sister was in the 10th grade. She was a sophomore. So she had her sweet 16. Happy birthday. Next day, congratulations, you got a baby sister. Yeah. Right, by Gia. When you cook your food with love, it tastes different. It definitely tastes different. And your children would definitely, they definitely know the difference. They definitely know the difference. And pretty much, us as children as well, when we're accustomed to our parents cooking, we definitely know the difference. I remember I had accidentally pissed off one of the ushers, who was on the usher board, my mom, and we had a meeting in the choir. We had a choir meeting in the choir room after service, and by the time we got out, what they did, those little slimy asses, they put my mom's dressing out first, and then the rest of it, whatever was there. And I knew the difference between my mom's dressing and anybody else's dressing. Like, my mom's dressing had texture, but this dressing here was like smooth. Like it was almost like it almost looked like a consistency of bread pudding. And so I walked up and I was like, where's the dressing? Where's my mama's dressing? And Sister Dean was like, this is all that's left. This is the only dressing here. There's no more the dressing your mama made. And so I was talking, but didn't realize I was talking out loud. And I was like, well, if it's not my mama's dressing, I don't want it. I didn't realize I said it, but it came out. And so I got me some chicken and green beans and walked away. And and she went back in the kitchen and she wasn't fussing at my mom, but she was like, it shouldn't matter who made the dressing. If it's dressing, it's dressing. And she was like, what you talking about? She was like, Latoya, saying she didn't want no dressing because it ain't yours. If it's just dressing, it's just dressing. And my mama said, Dean, I'm gonna tell you something about my baby. My baby's picky. And if she wants something, that's what she want. And if it's her mama dressing, she want her mama dressing. ah. Mm. And I went to my sister's house. We all had grilled, and so I partially made the spaghetti, but because my sister didn't have some of the ingredients like I would have, I couldn't make it like I wanted to. And so my sister, finished up the spaghetti or whatever, and my daughter hated it. My daughter hated it. She hated it. She was like, mommy, I don't want none of this. TT Dar spaghetti is what she say? She said it was tasteless, flavorless, or something. I was like, oh my God, baby, don't you say that out loud. But my kids are accustomed, my kids are accustomed to my cooking. To where even with their dad, sometimes they'd be like, I don't want daddy to cook no more. Daddy can't cook. I'm like, daddy cool. He can cook a little something. He can cook a little something when he feel like he can cook. No, mommy, I want your cooking. I want daddy's cooking. Oh wow. So this guy I was dating early 2013, his mom made some mackerel and biscuits. And now that's another signature dish of my mom's. My mom made the hell out of some mackerel and homemade biscuits with the rice. And she actually had my pastor spoiled. Because when the pastors had their meeting for Fifth Sunday Fellowship, she would make that and take that to the church. And serve them, and she had my pastor spoiled to where even when she passed and my pastor, had talked to me, and he admitted himself, he was like, it's even strange for me saying this as a pastor, but I found myself questioning like why Katie of all people, like you left a mark on someone's life, especially someone in the ministry, when they make that type of question, But back to the macaroni and biscuits though. The young man who I formerly dated, his mom made some mackerel, and so I was excited because I hadn't had mackerel since my mom made it. So, man, y'all, when she brought that plate in there, it tasted like straight up seawater. Like it tasted like straight up seawater. It was no flavor, no season, none. Just tasted straight up like the Little Mermaid's ass. Like it was bad. I tried to eat it, to be nice, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I was like, man, I'm sorry, but I can't do it. Right, like, ew. I couldn't do it. It was terrible. It was terrible. So, so if it's not my cooking or my sister's cooking, now I will say in Mississippi, now shoot, now Mississippi, they can burn. They can definitely burn. At my cousin's repast, I was tearing that chicken up. But other than that, Yep. Okay, I've been on this jump for 2 hours. All I can say is wow. I've been on this jump 2 hours, and I've been sitting in this spot for 2 hours, and it's a 2-hour parking limit. So I am finna go ahead and sign off. Hi from Pakistan. How are you? How are you? I hope everything is going well out that way. And I know you guys have been doing a lot of protesting. And we have some demonstrators here in Memphis that had been protesting, and getting their voices heard, about what's going on overseas. So yeah, you tried to eat the mac and cheese and almost threw up. And look, I learned now, I don't even force it. Like I'm not even gonna force it. But I'm gonna go ahead and sign off so I can, finish up what I gotta do though. But I thank you guys, once again for rocking with me, chopping it up with me and things like that. And yeah, and we are definitely gonna do this again, and definitely be on the lookout for that live. Because I do believe that is a great topic to discuss. What a lot of people don't realize is that that there's still healing. You still have to heal. And a lot of people haven't properly grieved and haven't properly healed from that. And yeah, so and then it's also a great a great informative for those who are going through, or at least have yet to go through it. At least they will have a general idea of what to expect, and how to govern themselves. But yeah, see you later, Wolf. Ow! Thank you, bye, Gia. But I will see you guys later. If I ain't got nothing popping tomorrow, shoot, I might crank up a live. Who knows? But yeah, but that's something I definitely want to get in the habit of. Going live and things like that. So this is my third or fourth live, I want to say, aside from the Women of Scolingo that I do with my Skull Gang sisters. And also, if you guys haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to myself, Raven, it's Toya, and Creamin' in the Mix, because we do have our show, the Women of Scolingo, and it's a type of red table talk, type of view like setting, and we cover topics, everything from trending topics, entertainment, real news, politics, and of course we gonna throw in the YouTube streets, because YouTube streets are always popping in, and the YouTube streets are always feeding the streets. But yeah, but definitely, make sure you subscribe to all of us, and tune in. And yeah, but I thank you guys, and I would love to have you, I would love to have you by Gia. Definitely, maybe you should do it up there. You know what, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. We're actually looking into bringing people up to interview very soon. So once we get those topics and start getting it out there, we will most definitely, because I'm the only one out of the ladies. I'm not sure about Cream, but I know I'm the only one that's lost both of my parents. um but yeah, but most definitely, yeah, we would definitely get to it, and we would definitely chop that up, most definitely. But I am signing off, and so I'm going to count down like I always do in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you guys later. I don't know if Sko is going live tonight, but if he is, most likely I will see you there, and most likely you will see me in the YouTube streets. And I will see y'all later. She put up the flyer. Yeah, she did. Okay. But I will see y'all later. Bye, holla. Peace.